What's up? What's up? What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of the Sports Pub. I'm your host, Quick. Got the usual suspects with me tonight. I want to say what's up to my fellas. What's up, my man Willie Thrill Brown? What's going on with you, Thrill?
Yo. What's good? What's happening? I'm Willie Brown, and these are the East Side Boys.
All right, I feel you. Yo.
You come on with the bullshit every week.
And I got my man Gabe GL Harris. What's up, Gabe? What's up, man? Congratulations on that chip, man.
Appreciate it, boy. Yeah, that thing kept me up, boy. But I just want to say what's up. I appreciate y'all's support, and it's all good. It's all good out there.
You did bad checks.
Nah, man. We kids, those kids were focused, man. They were focused and ready to go from day one.
What was the score of the game, by the way?
47-40, the closest game we had all season.
All right, well, at least y'all brought it home, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then we got my man Napoleon Giff, and we got the young fella. What's up?
What's good, man? What's good?
All right, I feel you. So we're gonna start out tonight with a little NBA talk. And most people know that LeBron James took his first night off last night with the Lakers, and so they've been on a bit of a skid the last several games, and they lost again last night to Sacramento. So Thrill, you think this is just a bump in the road, or you think this is a trend that's starting?
So, man, that's what I wanted to bring to y'all, to ask y'all what y'all thought about it. Lakers are 3-7 their last 10 games. So personally, I'm not too worried about it. LeBron has shown throughout his career that he really don't give a damn about that home court, except in the first round. He wants that home court in the first round. And last year, they showed in the bubble that they're capable of going out and winning everything. So I'm really not too concerned about it. I want AD to take all the time off that he needs to come back healthy, dealing with that Achilles. I think now what I think Coach needs to cut back LeBron's minutes a little bit. I prefer to see him playing 30, 32 minutes a night. He's playing 36, 38 minutes right now. But I just want to ask y'all what y'all think about them reeling, and is it a threat? Do y'all see LA falling out of them top 4 spots, or anybody else coming out of the West with how they're playing right now?
Well,
they just got to get in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, as long as LA gets that first round, get one of them top 4 seeds, and they home court in the first round, I think it has been proven that LeBron doesn't mind going on the road and getting a victory in a 4-game series. So I'm not concerned with it. I think after the All-Star break, you're probably going to see LeBron take a few more nights off just to get ready for that playoff run. So, hey, the Lakers going to be there at the end. As long as LeBron is healthy, AD comes back healthy, that bench, I think, is better now than it was last year.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see this not being a real big issue at the time.
Yeah, I think the same thing, man. I think if they get one of the top 4 seeds, they'd be all right. And LeBron has shown throughout his career that he don't, like you said, he don't mind going to your building and busting you up. Okay, so he's just a hard player, hard person to bet against in a 7-game series. And the other thing is, one of the things that I think that's kind of helped LeBron, even though his minutes are up, but one thing that I did find out was that he's averaging around the same amount of minutes that he averaged last season. And so I don't think that the minutes are really going to be that big of a factor for him. I think he'll take a day off here and there just along the way. And again, they don't have to get the number. He's shown they don't have to get the number 1 seed to get to the NBA Finals. And to be honest with you, out of everybody in that Western Conference, I don't really trust anybody, man. I think that the team that I might trust more than anybody to potentially get him some problems might be Denver, but I'm not going to, again, none of those top 4 seeds right now. Okay, right now you got Utah number 1 seed, number 2 seed. I think Phoenix I think Phoenix
empty calories.
Yeah, I think Phoenix
empty calories. Both of them empty calories.
I think Phoenix moved into that 2 seed, and then you got the Lakers sitting at 3, and I think the Clippers at 4, or vice versa, 1 and 2. And again, you don't have anybody on those top 4 teams. They don't have anybody to match up that can match up with AD and LeBron. And so I don't think they have anything to worry about. I think they're gonna probably put it on cruise control after the All-Star break. Just try and get one of them top 4 seeds or whatever. And the other thing that's kind of helped LeBron too is he's playing off the ball more than he has in the past because they put Dennis Schroeder at our point guard. So he's playing a lot more off the ball. It's a lot less wear and tear on his body, a lot less wear and tear mentally. So I think they'll be all right. I mean, I'm not a Laker fan, but just past history tells me that they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I think they actually were in the 4th seed or in the 4th spot now.
They're in the 3rd or 4th.
They're 3rd or 4th. Yeah.
They ain't gonna drop below 3rd. They ain't gonna drop below 3rd. I just don't see them drop below 3rd. But I just think their strategy is just to put it on cruise control and get the playoffs, wait for AD to get healthy and roll on from there. But I am like surprised that he has been like playing out the ball more. Because that's one thing we've always said about LeBron throughout his career is he gotta have the ball in his hand at all times. So I think that helps the team too, because it helps some of the young guys get more confidence and get them more familiar with like having to be able to have the ball in their hands. But all they gotta do is just win and get in the playoffs, and that's it. Because I don't see nobody else being a threat to them. The Clippers, I just don't think they got enough to hang. I mean, yeah, Chris Paul got the Clippers. I mean, the Suns playing good, but they ain't got enough.
They're too young. No, they're too young. They're too young.
They ain't never been there.
Yeah.
They ain't never been there.
Another thing I heard today was the Lakers might be making a play for either Andre Drummond or Hassan Whiteside. So
Whiteside. Ooh.
Yeah. So they looking for some depth because Marc Gasol has been a disappointment this year, man. He hadn't done much, and he can barely move out there.
Blind boy, he looked bad out there.
Yeah,
Whiteside. Ooh, that's some athleticism coming off the bench, boy. Ooh.
Yeah. When he want to.
When he want to play. When he want to play. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you're right. Boy, that'd be a good pickup for LA there, boy. Good pickup. At least he ain't going to Chicago. Go ahead, brother.
When does Father Time catch up with LeBron?
Hey, man, so you've seen we talk about today, the day and age of the athlete today. We just saw a quarterback, 43 years old, not miss a game. Didn't miss a game. And Gabe, me and you broke down a game that we was watching. TB really ain't lost much on that fastball. And you look at LeBron James, who was a better athlete than Tom Brady ever thought about being in his day. This cat is still put together, takes care of his body, comes into camp in shape. And as long as they don't, as long as he don't put that wear and tear on his body, and barring injury, man, I think LeBron James might still be putting up 20 points a night when he's 40, man.
Let me tell you something, man. Anybody that knows me, and I ain't talking about just in the pub, I'm talking about people that personally know me. No, I'm not a LeBron James fan. Never have been. Not LeBron. I mean, as a human being, as a man, for what he does for the community, I love that brother to death. I think he does some incredible things, and he gets kudos from me for everything that he's done. But I'm just talking strictly as a basketball player, as far as his skills are concerned. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I've never seen anybody like him, man. This dude is like Iron Man. He rarely gets. I mean, he doesn't get hurt. He got injured year before last for a stretch 2
years ago. He
messed his groin up. But man, as much effort and as much money that he puts into his body and his conditioning, man. Like you said, Thrill, he could play in this. Yeah, I think he could probably play into his early 40s, man, and still be productive and still be putting up 20, 23, 22 points a game, man. You think about this. MJ came back. I mean, everybody says, and there's an argument could be made about MJ when he was with the Wizards. Okay. I had the fortune of watching him, personally, when he was with Washington, because I went to a bunch of games when he was with the Wizards. And anybody that knew the backstory of Mike, Mike drank, Mike smoked. That's just how he got down. I mean, he still got his work in, but he's not as conditioned, finely conditioned athlete as LeBron is with all that. Okay. So I say all that to say Mike was still putting up at 40, when he was 39, 40. I mean, he was dropping 50-point games periodically, but he was still averaging over 20 points a game. He played all 82 games when he was 40. And you think LeBron, the way he keeps himself in shape, I could see him playing till he's 42, 43 years old, man.
Yeah, I mean,
and that brother can still get off the floor too.
Yeah. And I mean, but the way that the game play nowadays ain't even physical no more either. So I mean,
right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That helps your body a lot too. And I mean, something else, take care of your body and your game evolving too. I mean, like most dudes, they get older, they rely on their athleticism so much. They get older, they don't ever evolve anything. But I mean, LeBron is a well-rounded player, so there's nothing on the court that he can't do. And I really think that dude could play past 40 if he wanted to. Now I don't know how dumb he would be, but just like the way he take care of his body in his game, he could play past 40 if he wanted to.
Yeah, but look what he's doing now. And it goes to what you just said about evolving. What's he doing now? He's taking more 3-point shots than he's ever taken before. Correct. He's taking more threes, so he's turning. I'm not saying he turned into a jump shooter because he's still, but his shooting, his 3-point shooting, has gotten a little bit better, and he's taking more of them. Now I think I think sometimes he loses damn mind with them trying all them damn logo threes. But
trying to get his Dame Lillard on.
Yeah, but I mean, trying to get his Steph Curry on. But I just think that with the 3-point line being as prevalent as it is right now, I think that's probably going to extend his longevity a couple of years, man.
Yeah, if you're a big or you're a shooter, you can play forever.
Reggie Miller was still knocking him down when he was 38, 39.
The problem with them though that they couldn't guard me right now.
Right.
So that was the problem.
Right. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Jesus played till he was about 37, 38 too, didn't he?
Yeah. He's like that.
Yeah, he was still in shape. Jesus was still in good shape.
Yeah, but understand this: he was a specialist at that point. He was a strictly 3-point shooter. And I remember early in his career, Ray Allen was a bad boy. He was punching on you in a minute and still stroke them threes. But as he got older, he turned more into a specialist, more of a 3-point shooter than anything else. So I ain't saying that's what LeBron. I ain't saying that's what's gonna happen with LeBron because he's a physical specimen. But I could see him playing until he's 42, maybe 43 years old.
I can see it, bro.
How long did Kareem play? Kareem was what, 38, 39 when he retired? 40?
No, Kareem was 42.
Kareem was 42, man. Yeah.
He was 42 when he retired, man.
And he was playing what 30 something, at least 38 minutes a game, something like that did he end?
No.
Okay.
No, Kareem. Bradley had cut Kareem's minutes down heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily.
So Gabe, you think
Divac wasn't there yet? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Gabe, you think he can play into his 40?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like me and Thrill, we always talk about how well, like Thrill said, he takes care of himself. He puts the money in to make sure that his body is ready for the season, and I think 40 is the easy number for him to reach. Like you said, 41, 42. It's probably going to be about the time that he decides to hang him up. By then, I think his son will be in the league.
Well, truth be told, he chasing that scoring record.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He chasing that scoring record.
Yeah.
All right, just to close this one out. Is he the GOAT?
No.
To these young boys, he is, not to me.
No.
All right.
No.
All right. Speaking of,
I will say this.
What's that?
I will say this. He's had the longest prime of anybody that we would consider the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think him and Kareem neck and neck with that. But I agree with you. Yeah, I think him and Kareem neck and neck with that as far as the GOAT. Yeah. But anyway, there's another NBA related story that happened this week. Didn't get much attention because again, Atlanta sports don't really move the needle, so to speak.
Right.
But
don't nobody give a good goddamn, but we'll discuss it anyway.
Why are we even discussing it?
Because we got somebody from Georgia on here who want to talk about this shit.
Hey,
like I said earlier, ain't no Puerto Ricans in NASCAR.
but we ain't talking about that.
That's a bigger topic than Atlanta sports.
Oh, man. Than Atlanta sports. You want to be disappointed? Put your faith in an Atlanta team. Dozens of fans are disappointed every year.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just for the record, just for our audience out there, it's two of us in here from Georgia, me and Giff. And let me just tell y'all this: I didn't pick this damn topic. All right, it wasn't me.
Don't try to distance yourself.
I didn't pick this damn topic. This was Giff.
That's what he tried to do, ain't he? Trying to distance himself.
That's what he trying to do.
Yeah. So anyway, Giff, what was your thoughts on Lloyd Pierce getting fired by the Hawks, man?
So, man, it really didn't get a whole lot of press, but there were a lot of people like with the NBA circles saying, they were upset that, Atlanta fired Pierce and they felt like he got a raw deal. But I'll say this, man, sometimes a message goes stale. Like they say, he wasn't able to get through to none of them young boys that we got on the team. We got 7 first-round draft picks on the team. We got Trae Young and John Collins. Them dudes are literally the future of our franchise. And they're pretty good players. Now, I'll say that Trae Young hasn't gotten better as a defender. He has not improved at all. But then the thing is that's probably one of Pierce's bread and butter is defense. I thought maybe he could coach him up and get him better at that. But at the same time, man, the record was horrible. He was 49-100 his first 2 years with us, and he was 14-20 this year. We're supposed to at least be an 8th seed. We number 11 in the East right now. We don't won our last 2 games, but it was just time to change the message, man. That thing wasn't working, man. And I know that some people, they support Pierce and say he got a raw deal and everything, but man, when them dudes don't listen to you no more, you gotta go. And I know everybody on Lloyd Pierce back, but don't forget about Travis Slink. That's our GM. He on the clock too, because this team is supposed to at minimum be an 8th seed.
Okay, let me just say this.
I'm gonna say this real quick. My bad.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just got Tibbs, right? And their roster ain't nowhere as good as ours. And they're number 4 seed.
Well, let me just say this. Couple things to just kind of comment on what you said. Number one, Lloyd Pierce must be in your house unplugging your Wi-Fi right now. Okay, so number 2, I have a hard time believing that his message got stale, considering he wasn't the coach that long. Okay, I think there were some reports that came out that said that he had some problems, with the younger players on the team. And again, you mentioned Trae Young and the defense. Defense is about effort. Trae Young ain't never gonna be a good defender. Let's get that out of the way right now. Trae Young is never. He could be better. Absolutely, he could be, but he never will be. Trae Young he's a slightly built dude anyway. Okay, my favorite player in the NBA right now in this era has been Steph Curry. Love Steph to death, but ain't nobody ever accused Steph of playing no defense. Okay, and that's not what he does, but he does other things to help his team win. Okay, Trae, he's too busy trying to shoot half-court threes all the time and get his numbers. And I think a lot of the problem with the Hawks, man, they got a bunch of young guys on that team that's getting paid, that's getting, making some nice money, and they don't want to play defense. Sometimes it's about wanting to get better, wanting to get they brought in Rajon Rondo to have a veteran presence in that locker room to try and show, and Rajon Rondo got a couple of championships. He knows what it takes to win. But what happened with him? He's been injured. Atlanta's had a lot of injuries. They don't play a lot. I mean, their defense is not that great. But I do think that Pierce might not have been the right guy for that job. I didn't have a problem with them firing him. I didn't have a problem with them letting him go.
So let me say this, and I think Gabe touched on it either last episode or a few episodes back. There's sometimes we just put coaches in bad situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
That he's not necessarily set up to fail, but not given the tools that he need to succeed. Now, they're building this organization around Trae Young, who, what is this, his third or fourth year in the league?
I think it's his third.
Okay. Now, he's still young, but I caught a Hawks game maybe a couple weeks ago, and I've said it in the pub a few times. He's no different a player now than he was when he first came into the league. No better, no worse. Basically the same player that he was when he came into the league. Like Quick said, he want to pull up that three, but Trae Young is not that player that's going to make his teammates a lot better. He's not somebody who is going to will his team to a victory in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. He's not somebody that's going to lead that locker room. Trae Young is a serviceable point guard in the NBA. And that's the worst thing you could be. Is serviceable and think you a superstar.
Hey, he's
not.
You went there then. You went there with it.
Now.
Giff, Trae Young is not going to lead them Hawks into the playoffs. Now, this is his third year. He putting up numbers. But y'all got 7 first-round picks on that squad, right? Has any of them 7 first-round picks even sniffed the All-Star game? Now, you got an all-world point guard. Point guard's supposed to be leading somebody, at least bringing somebody better. At least supposed
you got to win to be an All-Star.
No, you don't. You ain't got to win to be All-Star.
No,
you ain't got to win to be All-Star.
You can't be on no squad with no 24 games a year.
He did last year and made the All-Star team. He did last year and made the All-Star team. Mitch Richmond did it for 10 years in Sacramento.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Game recognized. If you put the numbers up, you're going to make it to that All-Star game. You might not do shit in the playoffs, but you're going to make it to that All-Star game.
Well, like I said, Trae is one of the worst defenders in the league if you look at statistics.
No, you said it right the first time, in the world.
Yeah. but what I'm saying is, I don't really know what our front office is trying to do because, like I said, we got John Collins, we got Trae Young, we got all these other young dudes, but you can't win with a bunch of young dudes, man. We need some veterans in there.
You can't win with a light-skinned, curly-haired point guard pulling up from half court 5 times a game.
I don't know what light skin got to do with it, but go ahead and continue.
In the words of Gabe Harris, he's supposed to be the point guard. Run this offense.
I'm a point guard, not a pass guard.
The thing with Atlanta, guys, is y'all not realizing it starts in the front office. I knew once Atlanta got rid of Mike Budenholzer that organization had no direction. You get rid of one of the most successful coaches that you've had since Lenny Wilkins. Budenholzer had them winning 60 games a year.
Right.
He had the roster that he needed. All you needed to do was add a couple of pieces. They went and they just tore that whole roster up.
Had they waited 2 years, LeBron would have been out the East.
For what? I mean, why did you tear it up? Why did you let
New ownership, okay? New ownership.
New ownership, but okay. Doesn't the owner see what you already got going on?
But Gabe brings up a very interesting point. And I'm not trying to stray too far off topic here, but you brought up a very interesting point, and it's something that always bothered me about not only the NBA but the NFL too. But we'll stick with the NBA since that's what we're talking about right now. You ever notice that the most successful franchises have one thing in common: stability. You might have a bad year or a couple, but they stick with you. Look at San Antonio, prime example. San Antonio. They had a bad year last year. The Hawks would have fired Pop last year. Okay. but Pop stayed and San Antonio is on a hunt for a playoff berth. Okay. But when you don't have that stability in the front office, okay, then you're not going to succeed. It's just not going to happen. You fire a coach, like you said, Budenholzer had them. There was a #1 seed, several years ago in the East.
Empty calories.
They were the #1 seed. Now they didn't go nowhere, but still they were a #1 seed. And the thing about it was they had a bad season. Budenholzer was let go. So to Gabe's point, you're absolutely right, man. Their front office, they got no stability, man. You're not gonna win.
Man, y'all forgot though. We had a whole scandal go down with Danny Ferry and his little comments about Luol Deng and everything. We got a new ownership group. We had to start over. That's why I said Travis Slink, hey, he on the clock too. That's the GM. He's on the clock too, but they're trying to go in a different direction, man. They're trying to go in a different direction. That's why
they're going in a different direction.
Oh, they're going in a different direction. You going in a different direction, all right.
But what I'm saying is, man, I think we've gotten enough young guys on the team. We need more veterans, man. We need more veterans on that team. And I get Rondo and everything, but he been hurt, man. And I don't know how much Trae Young really gonna listen to him.
Two different styles of game. Trae Young ain't trying to hear about these passing angles. Trae Young trying to figure out how can I get this shot off.
Man, Trae got the big head, man. And I like Trae Young. Don't get me wrong. I like him.
Yeah.
But Trae done got a little bit too full of himself, man.
Well, man, you got to understand, man, it's Atlanta. We don't get many free agents. We got to hold on to what we got, baby.
Yeah, he only got 2 more years with that thin-ass hairline of his.
And he gone.
And that, right. So he got to take advantage of being light-skinned with money in Atlanta for as long as he can.
But my question is, what was it about Lloyd Pierce that made y'all think that he was ready to take y'all to that next level?
I didn't even know who. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know who he was until we got him. Like I had never heard of him being a hot commodity. Not saying my man didn't deserve it, but I just remember they was like, well, he worked with Brett Brown. I was like, oh, we really want him to come down here? Trust the process with the Sixers, all that losing they did. What he learned from Brett Brown except how to lose.
Well, I'm gonna defer to you on this. I'm gonna defer to you on that, Giff, because you're the resident Hawks expert. I don't watch
a problem right now, though.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Really a problem.
I don't watch.
But hey, Doc at the controls now. Brett Brown at the controls no more.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah. So I mean,
what you gonna say, quick?
No, I was gonna say you're the resident Hawks expert on this show. I don't watch them sorry bastards. So I mean, and they'll put them on TV or nothing like that. I think, but you know what though? I think, and I thought about this after watching the highlights last night, man. Nate McMillan's a good coach, man. He took over. Yeah. He's a head coach now. He took over for your man Pierce. But I could see the Hawks. I wouldn't rule them out of making a playoff push, man, with McMillan, man, because he's a good coach.
Yeah, Nate just couldn't get over that hump here. They gave Nate every opportunity down with the Pacers. They rolled with him a while longer than I thought they would.
He was reluctant to take the job because he was loyal to Pierce, man. But he really didn't want to take the job.
Man, you better
man,
cash them checks.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Right. But yeah, man, we was down 15 last night against Orlando, and we came back and we pulled that bad boy at the end.
Ooh, Orlando. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you do that again. Hey, Lakers holler at your boy.
Watching this, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this team. We are one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to the fourth quarter. Like
and the first and the second and the third.
But last night, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was actually surprised that we was able to claw back and stay in that game and win it last night. Because I thought for sure, I was like, man, we finna lose this game. A 15-point deficit with 4 minutes left, we can't come back. Hey, boys came back and they pulled it together.
That's all right there. That ain't bad. 15 before to go.
Yeah, so
I'll tell you what, man. Before we close this topic out, man, I'm gonna give you props, Giff, because I think you're a true fan, man. Because you're the only person I know that watched that bullshit, man. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and watch that. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and watch no Hawks game, man. The people that live in Atlanta don't even watch the Hawks.
You ain't lying.
Hey, dozens of fans.
Okay,
so he's playing in front of dozens of people.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, one of the other things that's going on right now, we got NFL free agency is got some deadlines coming around the corner. Everybody's wondering what what's going to happen with Dak Prescott's contract, and J.J. Watt just signed with the Cardinals, and
Yeah,
so
where the
Gabe,
hell did that come from?
I have no idea, man.
He
I
was
don't
trying to
get
get
that.
paid, dog. He wasn't trying to win.
No, he said he was trying to win, but when they throwing that money at you, I guess you got to do what you got to do, man. But Gabe, what's your thoughts on the NFL free agents right now, man?
Well, the spin I wanted to kind of put on it tonight was there's a long list of notable free agents out there. I mean, top to bottom, there's some teams out there that can come in and help any squad. Of course, money's going to be an issue, and that also means some people are going to be let go. I think everybody in here has a different favorite team. I know my Bears are in a constant conversation looking for a quarterback. Russ Wilson's name keeps popping up. Not really sure how feasible that's going to be for us to get somebody of that caliber, but definitely an upgrade, and I'm just glad we're in the conversation. So I'm going to put it out to y'all. You know your teams are thrilled. You're a Colts fan. Quick, Ravens, and Giff, you down with them Cowgirls. So based off what you've seen so far and what's going on in your team's camp, what notable free agents do you think can come in and help get your team over the hump to that next level? And by I mean next level, I mean who can come in and have an impact and get you to the Super Bowl? I'm gonna start with three.
With you saying that right now, with what we've had in Indy right now, with us bringing in Carson Wentz, we've got T.Y. as a free agent this year, so that wide receiver spot's not solidified, not locked down right now. And God, this hurts me to say, and I just looked at it yesterday and was thinking how good a fit he would be for it. I think Golden Tate would be a good pickup for us. Somebody that is a solid veteran receiver.
Golden Tate.
So hear me out. Golden Tate is somebody who throughout his career, who I've disliked him since he was at Notre Dame. But Golden Tate is going to get open, and Golden Tate is somebody that you can historically go to on third down when you need it. And we're going to protect Wentz, but we got to make sure, and we can run the ball, but we got to make sure that he got somebody he can go to on third down, so he just ain't y'all know how I feel about turnovers. So he just ain't chucking that damn ball up for grabs. So, and he's not expensive. He's be coming back home because Indy ain't the best place for a free agent to come. It's not like it's a free agent hotspot that everybody just can't wait to get to Indianapolis. It ain't like this a lively nightlife. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's Atlanta.
Go ahead.
Well, no, we know. Well, you know, you still Atlanta. You still only got a dozen fans in the stand. So
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Street, though.
For Indianapolis already picking up Wentz, Golden Tate is not your answer. Your answer is on the back end of that defense. Looking at the free agent list, the best pickup, and like you said, you don't want nobody coming in there for the nightlife. You want somebody that's gonna come in there and solidify that
nightlife.
Hey, professional, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Don't be disrespectful now. I can talk as much as I want. I grew up here.
You got two names I'm gonna throw at you. I'm gonna throw at you two names that you can possibly sign.
Go ahead.
That's gonna go along with Wentz and get you over that hump.
Go ahead.
Patrick Peterson is a free agent out of Arizona. He's gonna solidify that one side of the football field defensively, and allow that defense, those young linebackers you got to roam free.
Or you can move him to free safety at this stage of his career.
And Wentz is going to need a reliable tight end. I think your first free agent target should be Hunter Henry out of the Chargers.
Well, we're already looking at old boy from that Minnesota. That Minnesota just cut.
No, you know who I think would be. You know
Rudolph.
who I think would be. No, I would think who I think a better tight end fit for them, and he just got cut or just got released. And Wentz already played with him. It's Zach Ertz, man. And he played
Ertz, yeah.
And Frank Wright, you know, being the offensive coordinator, knows his skill set.
Ertz wouldn't be a bad pickup.
But doesn't Ertz have chronic injuries? Hasn't he been like playing like 7-8 games, missing some games every year?
Hasn't Wentz had like chronic injuries and only played like 7-8 games every year?
So why pick up another one? Why another person like that?
Hey, I'm just waiting till August to see how it's all gonna pan out.
Okay.
And I'm waiting to see if your Bears gonna make a move for that light-skinned fella in the Northeast, in the Pacific Northeast.
All right, quick.
All right, I think
what does the Ravens need to get over that hump?
Honestly, we need a number one receiver. We need two things. We need a number one receiver, and we need a pass rush.
Why are you going to try to bring in a number one receiver that wants 100 catches a season when you got a quarterback that is incapable of getting him 100 catches a season?
Can you let me finish first?
Yes, sir, boss. I saw, sir.
I appreciate you. Anyway, we need and again, and let me just say that. Let me backtrack here. At first, I thought we needed an alpha dog, a number one receiver, somebody like Julio Jones, somebody like that. But you're absolutely right. Because no number one, and one thing I thought about, there's no number one receiver that's going to come to Baltimore because he ain't going to want to sit out there and block all day because it's a running offense. Now, you brought up a name a little while. You brought up a name a little while ago that I think would be a perfect fit for Baltimore because he reminds me of somebody we had before, and we're almost in the AFC Championship game with him. I think Golden Tate would be a good fit for Baltimore. He could teach them younger wide receivers. He's
y'all doing?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
He is not even one of the top receivers out there.
Let me finish. Okay, the other receiver, actually my first choice was Allen Robinson, but they're saying right now that Allen Robinson, there's no chance of him coming to Baltimore. Okay, so I just ruled him out just because of that. But given what's out there right now, okay, they need a receiver that could get open, somebody that's got good hands, and somebody that's physical and gonna block. And we need a pass rush because we picked up Calais Campbell last year, to provide some pass rushing, but he didn't have as good a season as I thought he was gonna have. Then we got Yannick Ngakoue from Minnesota, and he didn't, even though he had a couple of good games, he just wasn't consistent with his pass rush. And overall, the defense didn't play bad. It's just situationally, there were times when the pass rush just couldn't get there in time. But Baltimore's biggest thing is, one, Lamar needs to be a better pocket passer. A free agent ain't going to fix that. A free agent is not going to fix him becoming a better pocket passer. So they brought in some new offensive coaches in there. They brought in a new quarterback coach, a new running back coach. Okay, so hopefully they can work with him and get him to be better in the pocket because that's what we need. Okay. The other thing is, like I said, we need a number one receiver, though. Hollywood dropped too many passes, and he's not a true number one. He's a slot receiver. He's not a number one. He's right. To me.
Right. I got two names for you. I was looking at your roster. All right. Mark Ingram was not the person that you need to come in there and solidify that running game. Lamar is going to need that bell cow back there that's going to be able to run the ball to keep him from running the ball. That's going to keep him in the pocket. You need a Leonard Fournette type back that can run between the tackles and is going to also move those chains. Now, he's not going to be a third down back.
Because he can't catch.
So you're going to need to keep that other boy you got back there. Not
that boy from Ohio State.
Yeah, the boy from Ohio State. To pair him with Leonard Fournette. Now, I do agree with the receiver, but I don't think, like Thrill said, you're not going to get a number one. So you're going to have to get somebody who may be on the little downside, but have a lot to prove, has a chip on his shoulder.
I just brought his name up.
Not no damn Golden Tate. I'm thinking AJ Green out of Cincinnati.
But he can't stay healthy, Gabe. That's the problem. That dude ain't played 16 games in 6-7 years?
I mean, who wants to play in Cincinnati, though? You come to Baltimore, you're gonna have a little bit more incentive to be on that field. And they're playing on grass.
Yeah, I'd be happy.
Playing on grass.
Hey, I'd be happy if he came to Baltimore. My concern with AJ Green.
And you ain't gotta pay him top dollar.
True. But my concern with AJ Green is his ability to stay healthy, man, because he's hurt too much, man. But you're right. The one good thing about him is he'll be cheap.
Give him an incentive-laced contract. He gonna come in there. He gonna ball out. I think he's gonna have a good rapport because even when he played with Carson Palmer, a lot of AJ Green's routes was him having to scramble and find the open spot after the play had broke down.
Yeah.
Now and I hate ever giving Gabe credit, but where Gabe is right with AJ Green is AJ Green comes in with minimal ego, not a diva, not gonna raise no whole bunch of hell, has made enough money in his career where he's at the point where he wants to win, and he'd be all right with 70, 75 catches for 800 yards, but they're going to win 11, 12 games.
Yeah, I just, again, the two concerns I have with AJ Green is injury history, and AJ Green is not a physical receiver, and you're going to have a little physicality in a running offense like the offense that the Ravens run. As far as the running back comments you made, I think we got like with J.K. Dobbins. I think he's a good kid. I think he's going to be a beast, man. He's a good running back, and we got Gus Edwards back there. Now, if you want to bring in somebody else, to fill that Mark Ingram role, I think Fournette would be a good choice. I mean, but I don't know if there are too many running backs on the market right now that's going to be on the market that would be a good fit.
I think y'all overpaid for Ingram when you did get it.
Yeah, we probably did, but they let him go, and so what I'm guessing is, and right now we got a third running back, Justice Hill. They gonna probably let him go, or at least they should have let his ass go. But yeah, I mean, if they brought in another running back, I wouldn't be mad at that. But like I said, I'm just concerned with AJ Green because I actually like him. He just get injured too much, man.
All right. Giff, what you got going down on there in Dallas? What y'all need?
Wish list, right? Can I dream?
Everything.
Can I dream?
You can dream.
I can dream.
This your wish list.
I want Sue.
Yeah.
I want Short. I want Quan Short. I want DJ Hayden.
You want a lot,
Patrick, but I think he damaged.
You asking a lot for $2. You asking a lot for $2.
You asking a whole lot for $2.
You asking a lot for brother. You asking a lot for $2.
You need help in our interior D line.
Hell, calm down, Hal. Calm down. I can see over there beside the blind fella. You're not doing that.
You're not doing that today. You asking a lot for $2. Oh, you asking a lot for $2.
But we need help in our interior D line, and we need help in the secondary bad. So
man, the only thing y'all need to be focused on is getting Dak Prescott signed and getting him back healthy. If y'all do that,
we got to. We gonna pay him.
That's your number one priority right there.
Yeah. And I got something to say, man.
He said on the line today that Dak is not backing down on his demands.
And he should.
He got to, man.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
He should, but he's gonna have to.
He has all the cards in his corner.
He showed
that offense crumbled when he went down.
We sure did.
Giff.
What's up?
Why should he? They paid all them. Jerry Jones paid all them other dudes. They paid DeMarcus Lawrence. They paid Zeke. They paid Jalen Smith. They paid all them dudes. I want my money right now.
I want to get paid. Giff speaking as a selfish fan. Because Giff would tell you first off, hey, Giff like the daddy in Coming to America. This America, Jack. We got to get our money.
Hey, but did y'all see now? I know everybody love Russell Wilson. I ain't no Future fan. Don't take this the wrong way. This is strictly from a football standpoint. That was kind of dirty of him to come out and say he don't want to be traded. But if he were to be traded, Dallas would be one of the teams he want to go to.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Why was that dirty?
Because we already got a quarterback, man.
Your quarterback ain't signed. Your
Yeah,
quarterback,
exactly.
You ain't signed no quarterback.
Bingo.
your quarterback ain't signed. Your quarterback is not signed. Your quarterback
see.
is not signed.
But I know Pete Carroll ain't letting them go.
I don't know,
All
man.
right. Now we talked about my Bears. All right. And you mentioned, I think somebody mentioned Allen Robinson. I think it was quick. I think we're gonna franchise that brother.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is gonna surprise some of y'all. All right. But Chicago has never been a quarterback destination. I don't know if we ever gonna be a
No,
quarterback
that ain't
destination.
damn surprise. It's cold. You got to have a gun to throw through that wind. Why would that be a quarterback destination?
First of all, you didn't let me finish. I said what I'm gonna say is gonna be a surprise. Slow your roll over there, inside private eye. I said what I'm getting ready to say. We need to focus on the offensive line. I want to get that military cat. I know he caught a lot of flack in Pittsburgh.
You talking about
Villanueva or Mack to come to Chicago and solidify that offensive line. I have no problem re-signing Trubisky to an incentive-laden contract.
You better put him in there too.
But the problem is we got to franchise. We got to keep Robinson. All right? We got to keep Robinson. We got to keep what we already got because we ain't bringing no big name in there to be no wide receiver. It's just not going to happen.
No.
I don't care if we do bring Russ in there or whoever because any quarterback we bring in is not going to survive that offensive line that we got right now. We got to get offensive line help first and foremost, either through the draft or free agent. I prefer to do it through the draft because we ain't got to overpay. Second of all, Danny Trevathan at that linebacker spot can't cover my grandmother right now.
Oh my God.
Defensive coordinators were running right at him with tight ends and backs out of the backfield, and he was already in chase. He was in chase mode.
Hand rub, boy. Birdman hand rub when they saw him, boy.
They were killing it. I say we bring in a middle linebacker to solidify that run game and move Roquan out that middle and put him where he can cover the tight end. He's young enough that he can cover tight ends, slot receivers, and let him roll, let him come off the edge, blitz on the weak side. But we got to get rid of Trevathan at the linebacker spot, and we got to tighten up that offensive line. I'm always a fan of building from the trenches and building out. If you ain't got them in the trenches, don't bring in all these big name receivers and running backs because all you're going to do is get them killed on that Soldier Field turf. We ain't changed the grass in Soldier Field since.
Hey, first of all, Trubisky out there running on grass that Walter Payton played on.
Same blade.
Same blade. Same blades of grass that Jim McMahon was lined up under center on.
So, yeah, I mean, y'all got a championship defense, man. Y'all just that doggone quarterback spot, man.
You only got one team to beat in your conference.
Guys, just run the wing T.
Damn, man. Not the wing T, Giff.
If we successful, I don't have no problem with it. I run a double wing with my team. I love a wing offense.
Run and shoot out there.
Hey, we ain't got time to run and shoot. You better run that wing.
You bring a Russell Wilson in. You bring a Russell Wilson in behind that offensive line. You're gonna see that man's career just go down the drain. I mean, almost overnight.
It's not happening.
No, he gonna have the same issues he's having right now in Seattle because they got a bad offensive line in Seattle, and he got to run for his life.
Yep. So that was my take on free agency. I just wanted to see what y'all thought as far as what y'all team needed. There's a lot of big names out there. I think some of it is fool's gold. I do believe another name that I saw for thrill would be Juju out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's who I was going to mention.
I don't think Juju's the number one.
Yeah, I can see Juju going to Baltimore.
But he's not a number one. I don't see Juju being a number one.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Hey man, look, hey, for the average cat that watch football, and definitely a whole bunch of them cats in the pub do not understand the difference between being a number 2 and a number 1. Apples and oranges. And you can count on one hand. You can count on one hand how many receivers have made that transition and been Hall of Fame worthy of it. That's a tough transition going from T.O., Reggie Wayne.
Okay.
Who else that went from a number 2 to a number 1 that was Hall of Fame worthy?
We say Torrey Holt, but now Isaac Bruce wasn't never the man.
Nah, he was
no, Torrey Holt wasn't.
I'll probably say Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 that come to my mind that went from a number 2 to a number 1 and was still Hall of Fame worthy.
No, Torrey Holt was the 2 when he got to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce was still.
Who was in Carolina when Fitzgerald got there?
Musa Muhammad.
Yeah, he made the transition.
Yeah.
The Falcons found out the hard way with Pilders Price because he was up there with Eric Moses. He was looking good.
Oh my God! But
he got
because you're seeing single coverage.
Yeah,
you're seeing single coverage against that number 2 corner.
Yep.
That number 1 is a whole different world, baby.
Yeah,
you got a number 1 corner on you, and they rotating coverage your way.
Yeah, just like what's his name back in the day. Alvin Harper thought he was a number 1.
Ooh, Alvin Harper thought he was a number 1. Yeah.
Went to Tampa Bay and found out, hey, man,
and was never heard from again.
Nope, hell no.
Yeah, I thought T.Y. was gonna make that transition.
Who?
Huh?
T.Y. I thought he was gonna make that transition.
Can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Can't stay healthy.
Too small too.
Yeah. Speaking of can't stay healthy and people's career.
Would we say AB made the transition?
Yeah.
Too crazy. He
made it though.
but AB made the transition.
He made it.
Who was the number 1 before?
Is he Hall of Fame worthy?
Not right now. No.
Not right now.
Not right now. He didn't do it long enough.
Yeah, he didn't do it long enough.
But boy, hey, them numbers initially was jumping out at you though.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good segue into our final topic for tonight. One of the subjects that came up in the pub earlier tonight, and I shout out to Micah Bird, shout out to Red Batiste for commenting on this and for bringing it up. But we were talking about athletes that we saw in college that we just knew or just felt just from watching their performance in college were going to be superstars or be stars, Hall of Fame level superstars or whatever. And one of the names that came to mind, we were actually talking about basketball, but since we're on NFL right now, I'm gonna bring up somebody who I thought was going to be a game changer. Somebody I thought that because I love watching him in college. And I think, fellas, you remember a couple of weeks ago, we kind of had a conversation in our production meeting talking about, who we thought was going to be the shit and turned out not to be anything. But I thought Peter Ward was going to be the shit when he came into the league, man.
Yeah, that's all.
He was tearing it up in college. I mean, every time he touched the ball, he was electric. He made something happen. I just thought Peter Ward was going to be the man in the NFL, and it just didn't turn out for him. I mean,
I knew Ward was more quick than fast, though. I knew Ward was more quick than fast, so I didn't expect him to move out wide and be phenomenal. I thought he was going to be a better possession receiver and a better punt returner than he was on Sundays. But I agree with you. He let me down. I thought he was going to be nice too.
Yeah, but they drafted him in the top. Cincinnati drafted him in the top 10. You ain't drafted nobody in the top 10. Yeah, you ain't drafted. Yes, yeah. You're not drafting nobody. You ain't drafting nobody in the top 10 to be a punt returner.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he went that high.
Yeah, you looking for a number 1 wide receiver at that position. So I just want to ask you fellas. I'm gonna start with Gabe. Gabe, who is somebody? And hell, we can talk NBA, NFL. It don't matter. Give me an athlete you thought was going to be a superstar, and he just turned out to be a bust, and it just didn't work out for him for whatever reason.
Well, the person that I'm thinking of, I think he had more mental issues that kind of affected him. But mine was Lawrence Phillips.
I got it
Nebraska.
written down. I got it written down. I got that name written down right here. Yes, sir.
I thought he was going to be a monster.
I did
coming out of Nebraska. His running style fit the NFL. He was like AP before AP, and just too many mental issues, man. Just
a lot of demons.
Just
a lot of
crazy.
demons.
Yeah.
A lot of demons.
Yeah,
Bruh,
we didn't know about till later.
Man, I'll tell you right now. Again, wasn't a Nebraska fan, but every time that brother touched the ball, I mean,
he was much watched TV, boy.
Oh my goodness, man. And I mean, even there were times in the NFL where he flashed some of that he had in college, man. And I mean, like Gabe said, man, he had some demons he just couldn't get past and mental issues or whatever, man. And unfortunately, worst case scenario with him, because he ended up committing suicide. But I mean, that brother has so much talent, man. It's just sad to see what happened to him, man.
Man, he was a monster.
Yeah, he was. Who you got, three? What some names come to mind?
Hey, me and Giff talk about it all the time, boy. Man, you couldn't have told me when I was watching college football that Matt Leiter wasn't the second coming of Joe Montana.
He got me too.
Big
guy.
Good size quarterback, nice arm. All you had to do was put him in the West Coast offense. Accurate, had balls, gunslinger, and boy, that boy got to Sundays and didn't have the work ethic of an airman that was folding towels at the damn fitness center.
I think Matt Leiter is a prime example. We talk about these cats that go into the right system. I think if he had went somewhere where he had the right quarterback coach working over him, I think he could have been a little bit better than what he was. Now, his work ethic, that's going to be something that he controls because, we all know Tom Brady was not who he was coming out of Michigan, but he had the work ethic, but he was also in the right system as well. I think system plays a lot into what these players become.
Right.
Man, they said Leiter was the last one there and the first one out.
On the league. Yep.
Yeah.
and his game showed it too.
Man, it did, boy. But you couldn't have told me when I was watching Southern Cal that Joker wasn't the next thing coming. The only knock I had on him was that he was left-handed. And for the most part, I don't like left-handed quarterbacks. But
yeah, other than Steve Young.
Yeah, but he let me down, boy. Man, I was disappointed in that cat, boy. Yeah. Good.
So you got
cat that. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and the other dude that let me down, well, with him playing up at Michigan, I thought, and watching his work at Michigan was Braylon Edwards. Braylon Edwards broke my heart.
Yeah,
Braylon Edwards broke my heart, man. 6'3", 4-year starter in Ann Arbor, every passing record in the goddamn in Michigan, and that boy couldn't catch a bad cold, boy.
Well, that goes to what Gabe said, man. Who did he get drafted by? Cleveland.
Okay,
bad franchise, bad fit. I mean, if he'd have gone to somebody else, maybe they could have utilized his skill set. Maybe they could have, he could have, been more successful than what he was. But man, you go to Cleveland. Cleveland was like Siberia, man. You go there, that's where careers went to die.
Careers go to die.
Yep.
Yeah. So who you got, Giff?
That's the thing when y'all talking about Cleveland. Brady Quinn.
I know.
I ain't never seen a quarterback that was built like a linebacker and that can make the throws that he was making at Notre Dame.
I could have told you he wasn't trying. He wasn't no damn good.
I didn't have no high opinion of Brady Quinn.
I did. It was him, Samarji, them boys was killing at Notre Dame. And somebody else that he had demons too. Charles Rogers from Michigan State.
Yeah, I got him down
too. Yeah. These are the guys. I had Jamarcus Russell,
J.J. Stokes, Charles Rogers,
Ooh, Stokes.
Andre Ware, Chuck Long, Peter Warwick, and Lawrence Phillips.
How did you think Andre Ware was going to be worth the damn?
I thought
Ain't no air raid quarterbacks.
Man, I didn't know that then, man.
I could have told you Jamarcus Russell wasn't going to do jack.
Gabe Harris did say that. Gabe Harris did say that.
Man, I'm telling you.
I remember watching him on Saturdays and wasn't sold. Just a big arm.
That's what got me.
The same year as Brady Quinn.
That's what got me. That big arm.
That's what made the Raiders take him. They fell in love with that big arm.
But they say he could throw the ball 70 yards from both knees.
70 yards on his knees, yeah. 70 yards on his knees.
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't throw 50 yards on his feet.
He gonna throw it 70 yards, but he gonna hit the hot dog vendor up in road.
Well, he ain't gonna hit the hot dog vendor because he need the hot dog vendor to bring him forward in Coney Island dogs with extra spicy brown over to the locker room.
Hey, but I gotta give y'all my NBA list real quick, man. I'm telling you, and they ain't like people I looked up. These are people I actually watched religiously in college and thought that was going to translate well into the NBA. Bo Kimball, Harold Miner, Calbert Chaney, Jay Williams, Greg Oden, and Hassim Thabit. I thought them dudes were going to be beasts in the NBA. Man, he was 7'3", was blocking everything. I thought he was going to be the man in the NBA, man. With that size, he had a 7'6" wingspan. That dude was blocking everything.
How in the blue hell did you think that Bo Kimball, who can't dribble from here to there,
no, but
he was only 6'2".
That's fine. All I need him to do is shoot. That's all I need him to do. And maybe it's because I liked him. Maybe that was the thing. I was hoping that he would be a star in the NBA, but he had the skill set. I watched him during that tournament run in the NCAA, and I thought, man, this dude, he's perfect for the NBA game. His skill set was perfect for the NBA game. It just didn't work out, man. Oh, come on. Don't even look at me like that, Giff. You said Brady Quinn. Nigga, you said Brady Quinn.
I told did.
Gabe, who you got?
Oh, man. NBA. Who did I think was going to be? I hate to say it because he's from the hometown. He brought my boys a championship, but Corliss didn't pan out in the NBA.
He had a solid career, though. He had a solid career.
I mean, solid career, but from what I saw in college and the way he was able to bang and how physical he was going to be.
Undersized.
Yeah, undersized and just didn't, ended up being more of a traveling person. Yeah. I think he ended up getting a ring in Detroit when Detroit won.
Yeah, he did.
But just thought he was going to be better because, of course, I'm watching every game in college. Had nice mid-range, good basketball IQ, but just could never find that right there. I mean, of course, he went to Sacramento, and we all know what goes on in Sacramento. Same thing as Cleveland in the NFL. Yeah. Careers go there to die. Ain't nobody really watching Sacramento like that. But like you said, he ended up being serviceable, getting himself a ring, but I thought he was going to be better than what he was.
And I thought Todd Day was going to be a good play, super.
Too streaky.
Yeah,
too streaky.
I actually like Todd Day.
Lee Mayberry made that Razorback team go. Lee Mayberry made that team go. Todd was a shooter. He tried to rely on his athleticism, but he wasn't even as athletic as Stacey Augmon was.
No, he wasn't.
Augmon was more athletic than Todd Day. And
Augmon showed y'all that when y'all played UNLV that year.
Boy, I tell you who showed us was
LJ.
LJ.
Yeah.
LJ said, y'all thought y'all need to get some men on y'all team.
He said, yeah, that's what he said. Y'all need some men. Y'all need some men out here.
He told Nolan Richardson, a grown man, he told him, he said, hey, until you get some men up here, this is going to continue to happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought, I liked what's his name though? Like Stacey Placidman. He had a good career. He had a he had a long
He
good
wasn't never
career.
wasn't never no scorer. You know, it was a slasher. He
Yeah.
was gonna play defense.
What's the name?
Who's that
Beasley
cat we were talking about?
disappointed me.
Beasley. I was just getting ready to say.
Beasley.
We're talking about him.
Oh my God, Gabe! How many times did we talk about Beasley when he was at Kansas State?
Boy, that's what I was just getting ready to say. Me and Three used to talk about Beasley all the time.
Man, I watched that boy, and they said he was
full game.
He had the full repertoire. I said, boy, if this Joker is 6'9" like they say he is, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man.
Come to find out, he wasn't 6'9", and the only thing he wanted to do was get high.
Yep.
But man,
Sometimes
couldn't tell me that Beasley wasn't 25 points a night waiting to happen, boy.
Yeah.
That Joker was a problem when he was at K-State.
Oh my God, he was, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Who you got in the NBA, Giff?
I got a couple names. I got Darius Miles. I got Stromile Swift. I got Ron Mercer. I got Michael Beasley and Andrew Wiggins.
Now, Giff, you really want to do this? Giff, hold on, Gabe. Giff, you really want to do this Andrew Wiggins thing?
No.
A whole bunch of people gonna see this because me and you fought in the pub every day about Andrew Wiggins. Gifford said when they drafted Wiggins, and I told Gifford, first of all, this boy lazy and he can't play. When the rumors came up that Cleveland was trying to make that trade for love for Wiggins, Gifford went off. Ain't no way I'm trading Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. Hey, boy, Gifford was a Wiggins fan, boy. Gifford was a Wiggins fan.
I thought he figured it out, man.
Yeah,
I thought Ron Mercer was gonna be better than what he was.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought Derek Anderson was going to be better than he was.
Yeah.
Derek Anderson was all right till he blew out that knee, man. He wasn't the same play after he blew out his knee.
Yeah.
Wasn't the same play after he blew out his knee. Now, I tell you who in college I thought was going to put in some work and just never did what I thought he would. That boy from Virginia that went to Carolina, Curry.
Oh, you talking about
he played football and basketball. Ron Curry,
Ron Curry.
Ron Curry, yeah.
Athlete. But man, I tell you what, Michael Beasley got me.
Best athlete I ever saw in high school, Ron Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard several people say that.
I was in Virginia when he was in high school. He was better than Iverson. He was better than Vic. Ron Curry was the best athlete to come out of Virginia.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people. I've heard several people say that actually. Yeah, that he was. Because wasn't Aaron Brooks is from that area too?
Yeah, Aaron Brooks, Joe Smith was from that area playing basketball. You had them Capable boys, Jeff and Capable boy.
What's his brother's name? Brother went to Carolina.
Yeah.
6'8",
of his name. Yeah,
6'8", 2 guard. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Virginia was a hotbed back then, boy.
Yeah. I thought, man, even though I didn't
Dixon was from Carolina too, wasn't he? Juan Dixon. He was from Virginia, wasn't he?
No, he was Baltimore.
Was he from Baltimore? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but what part, even though I ain't a Duke fan, never have been a Duke fan, and wasn't really a fan of his, I thought Jay Williams would be all right, but
that motorcycle got him, dog.
Yeah, that injury got him. Yeah, that injury got him.
Yeah, he was gonna be on his way. Yeah, in Chicago, he was gonna be on his way, but yeah, that injury right on that damn motorcycle, boy. I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what the hell he's thinking either.
Now, talking along that same team, talking about Gifford's Duke team, I thought Tom was gonna have a better career than he had.
I ain't really have a high opinion to do.
I couldn't see it.
Really? Okay.
No.
Now Sheldon Williams would have got me.
Oh, first of all, I can't stand Sheldon Williams for obvious reasons. Y'all know why. Ain't no need. I got a problem. I got a problem. You know what? Problem with him for obvious reasons.
No, when you're talking about Duke, I did expect, and y'all might say, well, I didn't expect none out of him. I thought Jahlil Okafor was going to be all right.
That was mine.
I did too. I did too.
Fine.
I did
I did too.
I watched that kid in high school, and that kid was giving you immaculate footwork in high school. And when he went to Duke, I was telling cats, I said, hey, this cat is going to be a problem when he gets in the league. Legit 7-footer.
Yeah.
He's still in the league.
Big hands, can shoot with either hand. Yeah.
Definitely not what I anticipated him being.
No.
Now, y'all give me one basketball player that caught you off guard. Way better than you thought he was.
Steph Curry.
Dwayne Wade.
Oh, okay. Giff.
Dang. Oh man. Thought better than I thought he was gonna be. Draymond.
Oh, okay.
I thought Draymond was gonna wash out the league because he was the worst thing you could be coming in. He was
a tweener. Yeah, a tweener. Yeah.
Him, Thomas Robinson, and Solinger. I thought they all were the same dude, like they're twins.
Yeah. Tweener.
So you ain't got to fight the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought with Steph back, because Steph had them bad ankles. He was skinny.
Yeah.
He was skinny.
Yeah.
I mean, he was skinny. Watched him play in college. Loved his game. And I love him now. He's my favorite player in the league right now. But I didn't see it. I thought maybe he lasted in the league for a few years, maybe turned into like a specialist like his dad was when he was in the league, because his dad was more of a 3-point specialist than anything.
Right.
I thought that'd be a game. But to see where he is now, didn't see that, bro. 2-time MVP, 3-time champ, didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, but it was good getting with you fellas again, man. I enjoyed this episode. Congratulations again on your chip, Gabe.
To the champion, Gabe Harris.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I'm already in track mode. We had our second day of track trials today. So I'm trying to put together another championship. Track is where I've won most of my championships at this school. So we're trying to put together another squad and see what I can come up with, see if I can get another one.
All right.
We'll talk about it on here.
Give you a pay raise too.
What'd you say, Giff?
Make sure you get a pay raise.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Before we sign off, I'm gonna put this out here. Hey, everybody that's watching and subscribing, first of all, we appreciate y'all. But what I want y'all to understand is, God damn it, Gifford got through a whole episode today. I don't think y'all understand. So I want to thank all of y'all that gave. I want to thank all of y'all that gave for Gifford to get him through this episode. We sure do appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for giving for Gifford. Give for Gifford. Won't you give? Give for Gifford.
All right, we appreciate y'all. Hey, for the audience, we appreciate you guys for still supporting us and continuing to support us. We appreciate all the subscriptions. Tell your friends, pass this along to everybody you know, and we'll see you. We'll come back at you next week, same time, same channel, fellas.
Yo, hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah, yes, sir. Give me some music, yeah. Peace.